Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's pretty safe to say that Dragon Age: The Veilguard has officially hit rock bottom. This game is so bad. Nobody is playing this game. Everybody's making fun of this game. This game has yet to hit 1 million sales. I mean, I don't really know how much more I could say about it, but this is rock bottom. It has officially been announced that Bioware is going to release Dragon Age: The Veilguard's character creator for free, so that you too can make a hilarious character that you're never ever going to play in the actual game, just like everybody else.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
I mean, my God, just look at this. I can't even believe this is a headline, to be honest with you. I can understand if you release the character creator to a game that's successful. That way, people actually get excited to want to potentially play the game. But to release the character creator for a game that everybody's mocking, for a game that everybody's making fun of, literally for the character creator, I find it to be absolutely hilarious, and it goes to show the level of desperation that BioWare and EA are currently experiencing right now. So let's get into this article, guys, from Shitaku. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So we got a headline here from good old Kenneth, i.e. Dick Shepard, saying BioWare releases Dragon Age: The Veilguard's incredible character creator for free. You too can lose hours of your life getting your rook just right. Now, again, this is the weirdest headline to me because, first off, this character creator, there's nothing incredible about it, okay? It is as standard can come in today's modern day RPG gaming, right? Where if you look at any of these games, even MMORPGs, right? Look at any Japanese, Korean, Chinese MMORPG, they have some of the most insane character creators ever because obviously people know, you love to work on your character. But this game in particular, the only reason why they view it as incredible is because it has trans scars. In my opinion, that's literally the only reason why. There is no other reason why you would view this as incredible, because everything you could do in this game and everything you can adjust, you can do it in other games, but better, right? Because this game will not allow you to make a character that's actually attractive. It won't do it. And if you are going to make a character that is attractive, it has to be a petite character. There's no way you can make any woman thick whatsoever. That's not happening. There's no way that you can make a man overly muscular and Chad. There's no way that's happening. The only thing you can do is make super androgynous, weird looking fucking characters like this, or you can make the savior of all lives, which is McDuggins, which I obviously have made in the past. So it says that one of the many great things Dragon Age: The Veilguard has to offer is this robust character creator. Oh, I wonder, what are the other great things? Like, what are the other great things that this game has to offer? Because according to your fellow journalists, you guys have backtracked on most of your 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 reviews. You haven't changed the review score, but you've released follow-up articles about how bad the game is and how it's bad for the message and how it's too woke and how it's too heavy-handed, and yet you still remain giving it a 9 or a 10 out of 10. So how exactly are we supposed to trust what you say? It's very clear that you don't actually give a crap. It's so thorough that some players have spent dozens of hours creating and perfecting their versions of protagonist Rook, as well as the Inquisitor, their hero from Dragon Age Inquisition. That means absolutely nothing, by the way. Very little does the Inquisitor play in the story. Leading up to the launch, fans were hoping developer BioWare will put the creation suite out ahead of the game itself so that we will have time to mess around with it in advance and jump right into the game itself on launch. BioWare didn't do that, but the studio is finally releasing the character creator for free as part of today's officially unofficial Dragon Age Day on December 4th. Why exactly are we calling this Dragon Age Day? I mean, anyway, it is what it is. The standalone app is available on all platforms, and any characters you create are transferable to the full version of Dragon Age: The Veilguard as long as you buy the game on the same platform. So you can't use the free character creator on PC and transfer your characters to console, or vice versa. The free version has no time limit, so tweak to your heart's content. However, also keep in mind that you can update your appearance anytime during the game. Well, Rooks anyway. You can't revise your Inquisitor's appearance throughout, and you won't see them until several hours in, so by the time you know something is wrong, it's too late to go back. So maybe spend a little extra time with them if that's a concern. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, how is this supposed to actually garner sales is beyond me. It's very clear that this game is unbelievably desperate to try to get as much sales as they can going into the holiday season. Of course, they're going to put this game on sale for the holiday season, just like most games go on sale for the holiday season. But now that they're putting out the character creator for free, it's very clear that they're desperately trying to pass that 1 million units sold mark that they have not passed yet. They have not announced 1 million units sold because they haven't hit it. Unlike other developers that announce it almost immediately once they do hit it, this particular developer, Bioware, a legacy developer that wants to convince everybody that they've returned to form, for some reason is staying quiet. And then you have some people out there coping and seething and saying, well, just because they haven't said it doesn't mean it hasn't happened. Really? Really? Is that what you believe? With so much negative sentiment around the video game, they can quell some of it by saying, hey, we at least hit 1 million units sold, even though that wouldn't do anything for them because they need at least 4 to 5 million in order to break even. At the very least, they can garner some positive show press and say that they hit 1 million units sold, but they haven't. They haven't done it because it hasn't happened. That's very clearly what it is. And I'm sure eventually at some point in time, with enough dragging their feet, no pun intended, I'm sure they're going to be able to get to that 1 million units sold mark. But as I mentioned before, due to the amount of money that they spent on this game and due to the amount of time and cost that this game partaked in, it is not going to help them in the slightest. This game has lost massive amounts of money. It is absolutely disgusting at the level of money this game has lost. And they decided to abandon the game, not release any DLC, and just move on and start working on Mass Effect because they want to ruin that game as well. And I don't know what people need to understand that Mass Effect will in fact be ruined. As sad as that is to say, Andromeda already kind of fucked over the franchise as it is, but Mass Effect 4 or 5, whatever they're going to name it, absolutely is going to be cooked. There's no doubt about it. If the same people who worked on Dragon Age of Veilguard are going to be working on Mass Effect, the upcoming game, which we already know that is true because it's all hands on deck for Mass Effect. They're all working on that game. You already know the game is cooked. Customizing Rook's appearance is one thing, but you also have to choose your class and faction as well. These will determine how you fight, unlock some dialogue related to your history, and in the case of faction, change some of the relationships you have within the Dragon Age world. The Inquisitor had a few other customization options, as well specifically around 3 choices you made in Inquisition that have minimal impact on the game. So you admit that you admit in this article that the choices you make in the character creator or in general have very minimal impact on the game. And here you are trying to say, oh, try out this incredible character creator. Man, you guys are such pathetic shills. It's insane. I don't know what it's like to be a shill. I can only imagine how hard it must be to try to come up with every excuse you possibly can for what is obviously failing in front of you and to try to convince your few bit of fans that you have that, hey, this is totally happening. Don't believe what you're hearing. Please don't believe what you're hearing. And we've seen what happens when that gets said and then proven to be wrong later down the line. I'm looking at you, Concord, and I'm looking at you, X-Defiant. They came out and said these games were amazing. They're fine. They're going to support them for years to come, and they're dead. They're all dead. So this character creator is not going to save this game. You can put this thing out for free. Hell, you can even pay people to use the character creator. You're not going to save your game. Dragon Age of Veilguard is cooked. Dragon Age of Veilguard is dead. And Dragon Age of Veilguard will sail off into the sunset as one of the worst ways to ruin a legacy franchise. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it if you get to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.